Whoa, it's Wednesday for you, but Monday for me, and what will this video be? It's not going to be the collector booster box game for Markov's at Karlov Manor, because I'll be honest with you, I don't want to play it. These booster boxes are currently going for $169.99, and I will open it, and I will guess prices as I go along and see whether or not we would have gotten to another box, but I think something has gone a little bit off with this set. There's a lot that I like about it. We had a really fun pre-release here at Tolarian Community College, and I've been playing it a lot on Magic Arena. And I like a lot about this set, but I have some thoughts. And so I want to sit back with you, be very mellow, open up this collector booster box, see if we can get the money that we spent on it. I'll just do the one box, but we'll tally it up, and I want to talk with you about what went right and what went wrong with Markov's at Karlov Manor. Let's take a look. But first, I need to ask, are you playing a game on your other monitor right now? You don't have to be coy. Statistically speaking, I'm sitting on your second screen while you do something else, right? You're doing great, by the way, but are you getting the best possible performance out of your PC? I know, you can't close all those tabs up there or you'll lose them, but too many tabs can really throttle your computer's performance. How are you supposed to choose? Well, now you don't have to with the help of today's sponsor, Opera GX. Opera GX is a web browser designed from the ground up to complement and enhance your gaming experience. With Opera GX's control feature, you can limit exactly how much CPU and RAM those tabs can use at once, freeing up more processing power for the more important things in your life, like a third Baldur's Gate 3 playthrough. Opera GX also easily connects to your music services like Spotify and messaging apps like Discord, seamlessly controlling all of your frequently used apps right there in the browser, making it the perfect companion for any of your gaming adventures. And it's not all about performance either. Opera GX is a browser that can be totally customized using its unique GX mod system. There are hundreds of mods available to download for free in the GX store, and the community is always creating so much more, so there's sure to be something that fits your unique tastes. There's even a Tolarian Community College mod available. Each mod transforms your browsing experience with unique graphics for light and dark mode, background music, and even sound effects when you type or close a tab. And if that's not enough custom in your customization, the mod tab lets you mix and match elements from different mods to build the perfect experience for you. The best part is that Opera GX is totally free. That's right, free is in $0. I'm not selling you anything here. I'm just trying to get you to use a different browser. Viewers often ask me how they can best support the channel, and one great free way you can do so is by giving Opera GX a try today. Just give it a try. Head to operagx.gg/Tolarian today, or check out the link in the description. Break up with your old browser and start customizing your experience. Thank you, Opera GX, for sponsoring today's video. Alright, so while I will not be playing the actual booster box game for the collector booster box of Murders at Karlov Manor, easier to remember when I've got it written in front of me there, we will still be adding up the price of all these cards. I will call out some of them. I will definitely call out how much value I thought was in each pack, and we'll have a running tally at the bottom, and we'll see if this has got, ooh, it's sealed tight. Maybe it's got the value. Let's see if it brings the spice. We will see if we get $169, I believe. If the number is different down there, it's because I was wrong, but if it's $169 is what these are currently going for, you get a whopping 12 packs. 12 packs. Here we go. I can keep them down here. And I do want to, wow, that's crunched up. I hope, look at that. Well, it's premium. So it's a premium pack, so it's just as crunchy and crinkly as a premium foil Magic card. I would expect no less, Wizards of the Coast. I do want to talk about my thoughts about this set. There are some things that I like about it, a lot that I like about it, not some things, but there's also some issues I think maybe have gone wrong. I'm going to put these cards right about here, I think, next to the quill. And so in addition to naming prices, such as, boom, 10th District Hero, that was actually a bomb in Limited, because we had the Tolarian Community College pre-release. And wow, did that card kick in my butt. But I won the Tolarian Community College pre-release. It was about 12 people, editors and friends over here. And I actually came in, I went undefeated. and so did George, who was playing at it. But amazingly, the software said I had more points, so technically I came in first. I'm going to say 250. It's foil that 250. What do you think? It's a pretty good card. Maybe 350. Maybe 350. It's 350. It's in foil. Yeah, it's 350. It's a good card. Good card. All right. Vein Ripper. This is not foil, nor is it invisible ink. It's that alternate style. It's a mythic. It's triple black. Vampire Assassin. $2. Mortal Obligation. Turn target creature card from an opponent's graveyard to the battlefield under their control for 2. That's good, with a duty counter on it. For as long as that creature has a duty counter on it, it is goaded. Can't attack you or a permanent you control and can't block. That's not bad. That's turn creature from an opponent's graveyard to the battlefield under their control. I see what you're doing there. That's $2. Archdruid's Charm. That's a good one. This is a very good one. It's the full art. We're up to $6. $6 for this. It's not foil, but it's the stretchy full art. It's a very good card. $6. War Leader's Call. Foil. Creatures you control get +1/+1. This is just $250, I think, even in foil. Persuasive Interrogators, uncommon, foil, alternate thing, $1. And there we go. So, the big thing that struck me about the pre-release, and how much are foil full art lands going for? I've always said a foil land in the old days was always a guaranteed $2. There was a time where the foil full arts were $5, $6 for an island. Zendikar days, even more. I'm hoping this is $2. Show me $2. Doubt it said $2, but I hope. And we're not pricing out uncommons, because as this uncommon will show to you, show the price, it's worthless. And this one, it's worthless. And this one, it's worthless. You spent $20 on this pack? And, it's Slime again. Oh, okay, can I guess? Everyone yelled at me in the booster box game because we didn't add up the Slime Against Humanities. They're like $3-4 for a non-foil, so let's do it. $6.99. $6.99. Show me $6.99 for a foil common. Boom! All right. And anyway, what struck me during pre-release was the complexity creep. What struck me during pre-release, show the total pack total editor, I'll guess on the next one on that, but I want to talk about this, it wasn't that I didn't have fun playing. I actually had a lot of fun playing. I also had a lot of questions, such as, what does that card do? Wait, what does that card do again? Wait, what does that card do? And keep in mind, I'm a content creator who, now I'm just going to talk, so I'm going to guess the total value of this pack, show the price, like now, and as we do each card, and then I'll guess the total value of the pack. So I'm not even guessing this card right here, because I want to talk about that. Well, I had a lot of fun. Oh, it's Rakdos. It's the alternate. It's not foil, though. $10? I had a lot of fun playing. I really do. And I've been jamming a lot of games on Arena, and I even managed to do a draft at my LGS. Yeah, I know. I actually made it out of the office. I really like Limited in this format, but gosh darn, is it a lot of stuff to remember. And the first thing that struck me, boom, there's a hero from the old days. The first thing that struck me when I was doing my first sealed constructed was that even though I had done a lot of content on this, I'm a content creator, I've done top X lists, I've been looking at this set, memorizing it, all this stuff. And well, memorizing maybe is too strong a word, because at the end of the day, now we don't need to show prices here. At the end of the day, notes to editor. At the end of the day, I was setting up my pool. I was like, wait, as I went through it, just picture these are by color, right? And as I went through it, I was like, wait, what does this do? What does this do? And it was such a hard thing to keep in mind. And despite the joy in playing in that event and playing Magic, I really wish a lot of these cards were a lot less wordy, a lot less going on in them, and had struggled and strove to be a lot less complex. I'm going to say this is a $10. It's maybe $10 pack. $10.50. Boom. And I think that complexity creep is starting to be a big issue. Here's a great example. I understand why we needed to change the wording. I'm sorry, the name of morph to disguise for this set. I understand that. Hey, it's Delney. I always say Delaney, but it's Delney. Very nice card. Foil, alternate frame. Couldn't creatures you control power 2. That's pretty good. Pretty good. I'm gonna say $3.50 for a mythic. Nah, $5. Anyway, show the price. Here's good old Krenko. I'll guess at the pack at the end. And I just really feel that an example of this is Morph is so much fun. Morph is such a great mechanic. And I understand renaming it Disguise, but adding the Ward 2 is one more thing to have to remember about it. I also am not a big fan of Ward. These should be 5. These are the saving grace, by the way, of this set. These lands, the Surveil lands. They should be worth a lot more than they are, and I think it's the one thing that will, in the long run, make this set valuable, at least during the time that this is the only place to get these, because people are still sleeping on these. They should be $10 in non-foil. I don't believe they are. For a foil one, I'm going to say this should be at least $8. Show me $8 to $10 for this. And I could even see a situation where we just had Morph in the set. What would that have been like if we had Morph and Manifest instead of renaming for things like Disguise? This is a fun card. This was actually an all-star for me in pre-release. It's so weird, and I actually went and I got 3 basic lands, and I said the island is the merfolk, the mountain is the goblin, and the plains is the human, and then I turned them over for just me, and I made an X on the back of one and put them into play. And so that was a lot of fun. But again, gosh, it's wordy. And I wonder if we had just done this set and said, hey, it's Morph and Manifest. But even if we just were like, no, we need to rename Morph Disguise, why couldn't Disguise be a functional copy of Morph and save us a little bit of the brain space? I know I'm getting old, but there are people older than me. Josh Lee Kwai is older than me. And I do think that the complexity and wordiness of cards is getting out of control. I did a whole video about it. Check it out. And in this set, it's one of the things that went wrong. For a goofy, silly, we're basing it on Clue the board game sort of set. Pack value, $14.50. Goofy, silly set like this. Let's work on streamlining mechanics. You can get a lot of these effects with a lot less word on the card and a lot less going around in different directions. That's one of the things I think may have gone wrong here. Conspiracy Unraveler. It's a mythic. It's in the alternate frame. It costs 7. It flies. It's worth $2. $2. It's worth $2. Kellen, Inquisitive Prodigy. They're in the special alternate art, a different alternate art than this. Too many alternate arts. I like that style, though. That does look cool. I like this better than this, I'll tell you this. As a style, I hate this. As a style, I hate this. I like this a lot. This is bright, colorful. I see the character. This is a little too abstract. It's all right, but that frame is the worst part. Terrible, terrible, terrible. What's Kellen going for in this? $5? $5? Trouble in Pairs, $2. Cryptics, $1. Archdruid's Charm, but this time in foil. Was it in foil last time? Oh no. And a cheat. You don't have to edit this out. They can see me cheat. It was not in foil. So I said, what was that? I said it was like a $5 card. Now it's in foil. $10. $10 for it. Boom. That's a dramatic accusation if I ever heard one. That's a really... Is this considered the same treatment as Kellen, by the way? Doesn't look it. Maybe it does. I like it. Really like it. Really like that art. Both of these. Very much so. This obviously is 50 cents. if that. Just like that is 10 cents. And like this is $2. So the other thing, oh look, it's my vanity card. They said they weren't doing vanity cards for personalities usually, but they made the professor the pompous gadabout. There I am, the pompous gadabout, who can't remember what cards do. The other thing that I think is a bit of an issue, in addition to complexity creep, is the tone of the set. It really is goofy. And in addition to being really goofy, you know, like Scooby-Doo level goofy, it just should not have been on Ravnica. It doesn't feel like Ravnica, and I feel it kind of cheapens Ravnica. And I know the reason that it was set on Ravnica was because they wanted you to be invested in the characters in Ravnica and the murdered, the people who were victims and suspects, and to be really passionate about it. But it really did not feel like we were on Ravnica, both in design nor in the flavor. Like that wouldn't that be New Capenna, maybe? You know, fedoras and suits and trench coats. And New Capenna as a plane suffered from the fact that there was nothing about law enforcement. And what a great opportunity to flesh out and build upon this world of New Capenna. And now it's like, what is the law enforcement on New Capenna like? And in this crime world. What a great opportunity missed. And I feel it cheapened Ravnica. I feel it really cheapened Ravnica. I'm just going to guess the final price on this pack. So show the price. Again, I bet you this is $5, $6, right? And it should be 10 is my thing. And if it's up to 10, good job. But I don't think so. Steamboat. Now, do you really think Ravnica, the oceanless, I know the seas are underwater. They have underwater oceans, which is where the merfolk come from. There's no oceans on Ravnica, and I really don't think I've ever really seen that much about big raging rivers. So why the Tezzeret is there a foreboding steamboat on Ravnica? Doesn't that seem like the sort of thing that the plane based on New York would have pulling into its harbor? I don't know, just me. It doesn't feel like Ravnica, and it feels like it was more appropriate for New Capenna. Did you get that one there? Boom. And so I feel that was doing it a disservice. The other thing is it's a weird thing to say this is the set where we're going to have the goofy humor, goofy detective Scooby-Doo humor, and it's about the brutal murder of your beloved characters. Because they said that the reason they wanted to do Ravnica was that you're invested in and care about. Like, I'm actually a little upset. Teysa was one of my favorite characters, genuinely, in all of Magic history. It was one of my first commander decks, one of my first most favorite characters. I love her. Powerful, strong woman. Nothing in terms of, it's more about her character, her intelligence, her strength. She's so interesting. Her original commander card, legendary card, you know, love it. And it's like, okay, we're going to take this character you're attached to and brutally murder them, perhaps senselessly. And then it's like Scooby-Doo level humor. Hey, Professor Plum is on the case, and Colonel Mustard, it's the wrench. And it's just like, I feel like there's a tonal disconnect there. By the way, this was another all-star for me. This was in my pre-release deck. Oh, what a great pre-release. So much fun. And again, I'm not saying like, oh, this set is a disaster. I just think a few things went wrong. I think we need to, in general in Magic, be working on complexity creep. And in this set, that is very apparent. That's only like I said the Archdruid's Charm is in there. All right, let's say that's another $15 pack. $15 for that pack. So I think that this is the culmination of trouble with complexity creep. Oh, it's another Kellen, this time in foil. Foil Kellen, $15. I mean, if you can't get your foil, this is why they got rid of Planeswalkers, was so they could make legendaries the go-to thing, right? So this legendary commander in foil in the alternate frame has got to be worth $15, right? And this land, which should not be showing up at $2, definitely showing up at 8 to 10, right? Right? And this card here Copycatchers, whenever you surveil, you may pay 2. If you do create a token that's a copy of Copycatchers, definitely 50 cents. That rare. And this card here, Relive the Past, I don't even need to know what it does. I'm just seeing that. And I'm just going to say 50 cents, right? Yeah. Return up to 1 target artifact card, up to 1 target land card. Yeah, 50 cents. And hide in plain sight. Look at the top 5 cards of your library, and I'm going to say less than $1. It doesn't add up? What better summation of Sealed Magic the Gathering product than this card right here? It doesn't add up, and this card is worth 50 cents. All right, there we go. The chase is on. So, those are the 2 things that I think happened here. Now, there's one other thing. I don't think that complexity creep affected the price of these cards, though. And like I said, it's a fun set, at least in Limited. I've been playing more Standard. I'm putting a Standard paper deck together. If you didn't see my video about fixing Standard problems, which, believe it or not, was actually a lot about how I believe in paper Standard and stuff, please check it out. It was underviewed because it was about Standard, and because it was positive, even though I tried to make it look negative. I'm smiling in the thumbnail, though. That was a mistake. Wrench. What a magic. Don't you love playing Magic the Gathering? Swords and sorceries, elves and wizards, centaurs and Ravnica, a plane ruled by a dragon of great might. A dryad rules a guild of nature. A mysterious shapeshifter rules the guild of darkness and secrets. Goblins have gangs. And so here, summon your equipment, Wrench. And you may attach Wrench to target creature, and Wrench gives target creature +1/+1 and vigilance, and you may spend 3 and tap Wrench. Don't like that. Don't like Wrench. Come on, what is this, Innistrad with Piece of Glass? Anyway, but I don't think complexity creep affected the price. Still fun to play. I don't think the flavor, even though I think the flavor was a miss for Ravnica. This had no business being set on Ravnica. Maybe New Capenna. I could see a case being made for Innistrad, for clues and mystery, although I don't think anyone on Innistrad cares about someone getting murdered. New Capenna makes a lot of sense, but I don't think that silly Scooby-Doo tone really affected it. I'm not excited about Cowboy Planet. I'm not. And it's got Olivia from Innistrad on it, because why not? Oh, God. Hey, look, it's another Raucous Theater. I'm still saying $8 to $10. Homicide Investigator. No. That's all right. $3. But I do think that play boosters may have had an effect. Ransom Note. Very Ravnican. Deadly Cover-Up. Very That's kind of Ravnican, maybe. I don't know. It's very, $2. Raucous Theater. How many raucous frickin' theaters do we have so far? Hang on here. Prof needs to know. Can we see, at home, guess at home. How many of these raucous theaters do we have? That's the one I've been getting, right? No, it was Thundering Falls. Okay. It was the red. The red threw Prof. Prof was confused by the red. There, I just want to know. This was like all in the same. Okay, Raucous Theater. Cool. Did they make these lands in other colors? Well, I just showed you one, so I guess they did. Am I over-exaggerating here? Oh, it's Elegant Parlor. It's all the... How could I possibly have confused Elegant Parlor with Raucous Theater? All right. It felt like I had a lot more. All right. So we got... What did we get here? We got 3 Raucous Theaters? No, it's that Elegant Parlor... No, we did get 3. Boom. 3 Raucous Theaters. Great. And then what threw me... Look at this. Come on. All right. Look, I know I'm old. I admit it. I am old. Be honest with me. If I took the names off of those, I guess you kind of see... But come on. It's the same art. It's so samey. It's so samey. Come on. You know it is. Oh my God. All right. There we go. I've got to make a full video about play boosters for sure, but I think play boosters are really what went wrong, and I've tried to be very optimistic about them in my video, which you can check out here on play boosters. And I said, look, we got to wait and see. We gotta wait and see. All I can hear is Vince quoting Auntie Donna. No more lies! Vince introduced me, otherwise known as Pleasant Kenobi, introduced me to Auntie Donna, and I love him for it. I let you play on my boosters. I think right now I have a very low opinion of play boosters. I do not like the way they're composed. It's not a disaster, but it's also not great. And I think they may be the biggest problem. And the fact that these boxes of the play boosters are selling for like $110 when stores pay about $112 to $115 is a very bad sign. Card Kingdom liquidated them at like, I think it was like $105 or something over the weekend. Not a good sign. And the set's fun. Standard, I think, is actually pretty good. Check out my standard video. This is $1.69. Ooh, there we go. Now we got some spice. Okay, so this is spice. This is a great card from the set. That frame is so disgusting. Come on, you gotta agree with Old Man Prof on that. That frame. If I were giving you a Quake Mole for your deck, you know, great card, and I go, which treatment do you want? I promise, and you don't get to sell it, so it's not about money. Which treatment do you want? You're not gonna say that treatment. That's so ugly. I'm gonna say this is like what? This is like a $14.99 card. I have not looked. I do not know. It's one of the best cards in the set, though. We literally did not include it in our best commander list because it was so obvious. We try and talk about things you maybe didn't think about. So that's what I'm saying there. And that's the redemption arc of the set, is cards like this, because it's that much, because I was right about the price. But this card, unfortunately, this card is $1. And the Hunted Bone Brute is $1. And Drag the Canal is $1. That's why I don't play the booster box game that much. What do you think of play boosters? I'm very curious. Now you've had your chance. I'll tell you this, if nothing else, can we get rid of that stupid art card in play boosters and put it in the collector boosters instead, maybe, and then replace that art card with a common or a double-sided token? We had no tokens at pre-release. It was so frustrating. We had to use our Infinitokens. Not a sponsor of this stream, just really cool, and we love them. And boy, did they save our butts during pre-release. Can you imagine being a brand new player and going to pre-release for this set? Normally I bring packs home for my kid, and he is young, 10 years old, so at this age 13 and up, I get it. But he's been able to play using Card Kingdom battle decks just fine and build. I mean, we did Phyrexia All Will Be One pre-release. He loved it. And I haven't done it. He actually, I'm not just saying this because it supports my narrative. He was not interested in the set. He looked at it and was like, eh. He was really excited about Phyrexia. He was like, that looks cool. He was just like, what? No. Went and watched some more Horrible Histories, which we discovered through watching the BBC program Ghosts. And then it's like, oh, what else did they do? And then, oh, that's really good. There. I realize I haven't been calling out the prices of the packs. I'm going to guess the overall price of the box. Right now, total price of the box. All right, it costs $169. I don't think we've broken $100. That's my guess. Thundering Falls. Come on! This artwork. It's so, like, it would all blend together. Do you remember how, think back to Ravnica. Remember when we were, oh wait, the set is on Ravnica. Okay, so the set's on Ravnica. Oh my God, it all looks the same. Think about how distinct, like the original, like the Godless Shrine and the steam vents and all that stuff was, and how these are just blending into each other. It looks so. It's just, I get that there's red in all of it. We're getting all the red, but come on. Does this form a panorama or something? Maybe that's what it is. Let me know in the comments below if this forms a panorama. Let me know in the comments below if you think Detective of the Month is appropriate for Ravnica, or if that might make more sense on a gangster world. I don't even know if that would make sense on a gangster world. Maybe it doesn't make sense in Magic, but Magic is anything and everything now, and this card is worth 60 cents. Boom. You know my thoughts on Steam Coral Dollar. Krenko, all right. Baron of Tin Street. We've got a legendary here. We've got a commander. We've got a famous Magic the Gathering character. We've got haste. We've got goblins and stuff. It's $6 for Krenko, right? On the job, it's less than 50 cents. Well, it's the full art. It's 50 cents. Suppose the culprit. Not much. And $2? Also, all the different full arts are just a stamp of each other instead of really distinct, right? It's the same art, right? It's just this one's red and this one's white. So we finally get full art Ravnica lands, and it's just like, I mean, I know it's not a stamp, but it's so, like, picture this in grayscale. Oh no, I'm gonna give them an idea for a new set. But like what I mean is if you took the color out of it, there would be so much lost in what makes it distinct. And it's a full art land. Think of the Zendikar lands, of how like we had the Bucket Island and this and the floating hedrons and the mountain they were so like the red full art Zendikar lands were so mountain, and the blue full art Zendikar lands were so island, and the white full art, I realize they don't have color lands, but you know what I mean. I don't know. I didn't want to sound cranky in this video. And I do like the set. I just feel something's kind of going wrong in general in Magic. And I feel like that wrongness is really being expressed here. I just feel that. I do. And I love Magic, and we had so much fun. So maybe I'm just an old whiny boomer, and you're saying in the comments, Prof, I love ya. I hope you're saying, Prof, I love ya. But I really liked these full art lands. I really liked detectives chasing down Professor Plum on Ravnica. I was really swept up in the story that I read of murders at Karlov Manor. I'm really excited for Cowboy Jace and the old Western Plain where it's going to be this, but cowboys. And I think it's cool that we're going to get Cowboy Olivia Voldaren and Cowboy Rakdos. Vicious Interrogation. It's pretty good. It's a $4 card, right? Sharp-Eyed Rookie. That ugly frame. $3. Hot Pursuit. $1.50. Lamplight Phoenix. $2.75. Yaris, Roar of the Old Gods. We're talking $5.50 in foil here. $5.50. Chase is on. $1.60. On the job, not foil. Not worth a buck. Not a buck. And it's Full Art Mountain, $2. Did I get those prices right? What do you think? Did we get any more Slime Against Humanities? We only got one. It's a common, it's what we want. And we only got the one, right? If there was another one and I didn't register it. I don't think so. All right, we got 2 packs left here. Currently, have we broke $100 now? Maybe we're at like $100, give or take, right? Maybe we're at $100, give or take, sure. There must have been some value card I missed while I was whining my old man whine. I hope I'm lovable in my cantankerousness. I sometimes people, ooh, we got some spice, Niv Mizzet Guild Pack, flying, hexproof from Multicolored, and a whole bunch of text I'm not going to read because it would take an hour. I hope it's lovable. And I hope this is worth, like, come on, it's 5 color, $5, right? 5 color, $5. $5 foot long. $5 foot long. All right, this is a good card. I like this card. Kaust, however you pronounce it, Eyes of the Glade. Pretty cool. Legendary. I think this might be like target face down, attacking creature you control face up. That's pretty cool. Whenever a creature you control that is turned face up, deals commentator's player, draw a card. This has got to be $4.99, right? Got to be at least a $5 card, right? Did I say that about Niv? Oh, we got it! Boom! What is this going for? Is this a $20 card? $20. Show me the 20. Deadly Cover-Up. I forget what I said this was worth. And there it's in foil, so it's gotta be $2.99. And then here we go. That art is beautiful, but the card's $1.99. Murder Most Foul, 50 cents. Florist Most Foul. Well, better be $2. All right, so I said that pack. Did I get those prices right at least? Am I correct? Are we at $125 for this booster box? So if I'm correct that we're at $125, this final pack needs to have, if I'm correct that we're at $125 right now, which I'm very much not, right? This final pack needs to have, in order for me to get my 169 left, what's 70 minus 25? 65. This needs $45 in value. Don't think I'm getting there. Boom! Archdruid's Charm and foil, and the stretchy art. I said $10, right? Something like that. That's 10. Delny, gotta be a $10 card, right? $10. It's Delny. You gotta love Delny. It's a mythic. It's obviously $10. That's $20 so far. Eye of the Dusk Mantle, 50 cents. I don't know what it does. It's a lot to read. All right. Axe, Bane, Ferox. It does a lot. It's what about, talk about passing the vanilla test. That's a $2 card if ever I saw one. Prof's Memory. Is ever a card more sad than Prof's Memory? I know it's Prof, but I think of this card as the professor's Prof's Memory. Prof's Memory is not so good these days, my friends. Prof's Memory is not so good. This card, also not so good. I'm gonna say 69 cents. It's just like Prof. It's nice. Gleaming Gear Drake. Oh, it's got the typeface, all that stuff it does. That's a $2 card in foil in the alternate frame, if ever I saw one. Fanatical Search. Nope. Island. $8, because it's an island in foil. Is this our first island in foil in the whole box? Gotta be $5, right? Island. It's the most powerful land. Everyone loves Island. Why would you want artwork? Why would you want artwork that looks like this mountain? Come on, when you could have that epic island. Look at how memorable and distinct that is, huh? Look at that. Definitely there. We didn't get, oh, and there's my favorite character murdered. Thank you, Wizards of the Coast. That's right, you can write that down. Hashtag Wizards of the Coast. Yeah. I don't think we got to 169. I just don't. I don't think we got there. And so I think the total is, if I thought that was 125 and being serious, I was joking with a few of those prices in this deck. What a shock. Okay, here's for the shock. Prof is guessing. Prof's Memory is guessing. We're at $149.99 for this booster box. $149.99. Didn't get there, but got close. There is no way. Stop the presses. BS. I'm calling BS that is $149.99. Maybe. We got the ley line. That's still something, right? That ley line? It does nothing. But it doesn't do anything, said Niv Mizzet. No, said Teysa. It does Teysa's ghost. It does nothing. The ghost or the creature's ghost? Show me the price! All right, wow, if we had been playing the booster box game, we would have got there. So it's not all bad. And like I said, I don't think that this set is all bad. I just think that there may have been some parts that went too far in various design and flavor directions, but that is highly subjective after all. I hope very much you enjoyed hanging out with me, opening these packs. If you want to see some actual Magic gameplay, I forced old pro players to play and try and have fun at Commander on the most recent Shuffle Up and Play. So see elderly Magic pro players, Jim Davis, so he doesn't look it, but he's the oldest of all four of us, Cedric Phillips, and Patrick Sullivan sit down and play Commander. For many of them, this is one of the only times they've played Commander. I tried to build them decks that they would love. Did this old professor teach these kids that learning Commander can be fun? Watch that episode of Shuffle Up and Play and find out. And hey, remember, you can help this channel out a lot if you just use a different web browser, maybe even only once. I'm not selling you anything. I'm just trying to get you to try a different web browser. Opera GX. They sponsored this video because they think you'd like their web browser. You really love your current web browser that much? Just try Opera GX. You can head to operagx.gg/Tolarian today, or check out the link in the description, and you're helping the channel out and you're not spending any money, and maybe you like this Opera browser thing. It helps me, maybe helps you. If it doesn't help you, who cares? It's just a browser, you're not buying it. Thank you, Opera GX, for giving a free thing people could use and maybe enjoy more than the current crap they're using. I don't know, or they don't like it and then they go back. So that's just your two options, the two outcomes. Thank you, Opera GX.
Next time on Shuffle Up and Play.
Pro players play Commander. I have brought here 3 esteemed and established pro players. I went through social media for the receipts. I have built each of you a Commander deck that I think you're gonna love and enjoy.
I am Cedric Phillips. I'm Patrick Sullivan.
My name is Jim Davis.
Done
I know
to
he's
you.
falling apart over here.
Just doesn't know what the cards do.
You can
I'll
only
take
get
that one.
Minsk and Boo, but not
That's
Boo.
the I'll take
Just
that
want to be
as well.
clear that you're getting
The
Minsk
red-green
and
Planeswalker.
Boo.
Council's Judgment.
What if I just named Rock?
Okay.
he's gonna.
Do you want to do that over? We will, right, guys?
This is so made up.
This is this is not Silver Border.
I feel like this is I'm being punked, basically.